Hello Mr. Pierre, Auguste Renoir. If you do not mind, I would like to ask you a few questions about your life and your works.
Why hello, please call me Mr. Renoir. Now, ask away.
What made you so interested in the arts?
Well, my father was a low-class working man and I loved to study French painters that have mastered the art.
How interesting.
As a youngster, I stayed in this interesting porcelain factory where I let my drawing talents run free. I was chosen to paint designs on fine china. It was exquisite. In 1862 I had the opportunity to meet and study Charles Gleyre in Paris. Unfortunately, in those harsh times, I never had enough money for paints. My paintings were put in the Paris Salon in 1864, but I was never noticed until the Franco-Prussian War 10 years later.
Your work is incredible, though I do not see how no one saw its beauty until after the war.
Yes, it truly is a tragedy, but I learned to take the time and become a better artist, become someone that many could possibly look up to in years to come.
How lovely. I see you have a French accent. You are French, correct?
Oui, I was a leader of the French Impressionist style, though some stupid communards thought I was a spy, and I lost all support through any of my associations.
How was your yard style different than other artists during your time?
I celebrated beauty and feminine sensuality. I painted women as they were, not how I saw them. I used colors, vibrant and bold. In my early works, black was my primary color. As you can see, the figures in my paintings light blend together and into the scene. This is one of my midlife works. And this also shows I can do another subject besides nudes.
I understand you painted many nudes. It has also come to my attention you have used your wife as a model before your two were married, right?
Of course I painted her as a subject. My wife was beautiful, in every definition. She gave me 3 beautiful children, one before we were to be wed and one after. This is Gabrielle and my 2 beautiful children. Gabrielle was not only my wife's cousin, but she was also my children's nurse. I painted many pictures of my wife and my family life.
You are an exquisite painter. Let us leave this dusty old room and go to a more beautiful place.
My thoughts exactly?
Much better. A great French surrounding for a great Frenchman. You seem to be family man. You said you had 3 children, correct?
Yes, and 2 went on to pursue a career and dream in the arts. 1, Pierre, is a doctor and Jean, is a filmmaker. I am so proud of them.
How lovely. You seem to focus primarily on painting nude women. Why?
The female body is amazingly done. Capturing what it in use and shades of colors that don't belong only add to the beauty that was already present. I carefully observe the figure, which is not done by many artists of my time. I freely brush colors onto the figure as I paint, which gives it this idea that the woman is colorful. This is my famous painting, After the Bath, which was done in 1910. As you can see, this woman is not what most people in your 21st century would consider to be a model. In this piece of art I think the 3 elements that stand out would be color, shape, and value. The color of the woman differs from the background, but it still flows. The shape of her body has many different shapes within, and I basically use a base of circles and squares to get my picture. I use shade to show the different areas of shadow, to give the object, the picture itself, life. You can see where my light is coming from and I do the shade on opposite sides. My picture shows all the principles one way or another, but it shows contrast, and I am the best. The contrast between the body and the background is stunning. Her body is strikingly different from the background, which gives her body depth. If you look, you will see there are no harsh lines. The painting flows. This is rhythm.
Very nice. You seem to have gotten her proportions right on and her body looks real.
Merci.
You're very welcome. Oh haha, we seem to have gotten off topic. I'm dreadfully sorry. So, who would you say influenced your art, and why?
I would have to say Charles Gleyre. He took me under his arm in my youth and taught me all I needed to know about art. For that, I am extremely grateful. He was a great man. When I met him in this lovely city we are now, I also happened to meet Alfred Cieli, from Copyright Rick Basile, and Claude Monet.
You got to meet Claude Monet. That is fantastic.
Yes, indeed, it was. Let's talk maybe somewhere more lovely, yes.
Haha. I can't believe we got to see all of those fireworks.
I know, it was magnifique.
I have had such a wonderful night getting to know you. You are such an intriguing person and an amazing artist. But I must ask, what happened to you?
Let us take a walk, and I will tell you how my life went all downhill, and basically, almost ruined me. Fortunately, a disease can only hurt your body, not your spirit.
Yes. So when I was 51 I developed rheumatoid arthritis. This made it almost impossible for me to paint, and I even had to go in a wheelchair.
I still managed to paint continuously for the last 20 years of my life. I sometimes even strapped the brush to my fingers. Though sometimes I had to have an assistant help place the brush into my hand, I had to wear a bandage most of the time. This helped prevent skin irritation. Fortunately, I was able to do other forms of art, even with my limited mobility. I began to sculpt clay with the help of Richard Guinaud. He helped me a lot and it made me happy.
That's good, you learned to adapt. See, I bet that is why so many artists looked up to you. You are so very talented.
True, very true. Any more questions for me, Sherry?
No, I think I got a lot of information out of you. Thank you so much for your time. It was great learning about you and your importance to the arts, Mr. Renoir.
Good then. Let us just stare at the stars. You know, they tell a story. Of art, of life, of beauty.
Rest in peace, Mr. Renoir. 1841 to 1919. You lived a great life. And your yacht will never be forgotten.